Okay, everybody, welcome back. At this point, you should have attempted to complete letters F and G, and we are now going to go ahead and finish by going over the answers for these two problems together. So as you look at this problem, you are going to see that there are parentheses, but inside those parentheses there is just one fraction. There's nothing for you to do inside those parentheses, and they are just here for cosmetic purposes. They're there to show separation and multiplication for those fractions. And the last set of parentheses in letter F is there to show that the entire fraction is the base for that exponent. So that is actually where we are going to start. We're just going to bring everything else down. We're going to bring down the negative 1/5 times 1/2. We're going to bring down the minus sign, and we are going to evaluate 3/2 raised to the second power. So we're going to do 3 squared, which is 9, over 2 squared, which is 4. So now that we have taken care of that power, we can go back and now multiply the two fractions. Always check for cross-canceling. In this situation, there is no cross-canceling that can be done, so we are just going to straight multiply. We do know that a negative times a positive will always make a negative answer. So then 1 times 1 is 1, and 5 times 2 makes 10. And then we're going to bring down the 9 over 4. And then at this point, before we can move forward, we do need to find a common denominator. Fractions cannot be subtracted when they have different denominators. So as you think about the factors of both 10 and 4, the first one that they have in common is 20. So I'm going to start by bringing down my negative. I'm going to change my denominator to 20, bring down my minus sign, and change this denominator to 20. How did we get from 10 to 20? We multiplied by 2. So 1 times 2 is 2. How did we get from 4 to 20? We multiplied by 5. So 9 times 5 makes 45. When your signs are the same, we add and keep the sign. So we're going to keep the negative sign and add our fractions. So 2 plus 45 makes 47. And now that you cannot keep your fraction as an improper. So your steps here are to set up a little division problem. So you're going to do your 20 into 47. Take care of that division problem, and you should get that negative 2 and 7/20. If you have any questions about anything that we have done so far, please let me know, and I will be more than happy to work with you on that and let you know what's going on. Okay, letter G. As you look through here, your first thought is, oh, I need to take care of my parentheses. But again, there's nothing to do inside those parentheses. They're there for cosmetic purposes to show that you have a base of negative 2/3 for that power. And the last parenthesis is there to show that there's multiplication going on between those fractions. So we're going to start with our exponent. When the exponent is odd, your answer will be negative. So we're going to go ahead and put that negative down there. 2 to the third power is 8. 3 to the third power is 27. Now that we have taken care of that, we can work on multiplying the fractions. Let me say it that way. We're going to check for cross-canceling, which we can do both ways. On this diagonal this way, we can cross-cancel by 3. The 21 will become a 7. The 7 will become a 1. Excuse me, we're not cross-canceling by 3, we're cross-canceling by 7. So our 21 will become a 3. I apologize. And the 7 will become a 1. On the other diagonal, we can cross-cancel by 5. So the 15 will become a 3, and the 10 will become a 2. And remember, if you don't see this cross-canceling, it's okay. Then you will just have to reduce your fraction at the end. Now you're ready to straight multiply. So 2 times 1 makes 2, and 3 times 3 makes 9. We can now add our fractions, but before we can add our fractions, we need a common denominator. In this situation, it's real nice because 9 happens to go into 27, so I can keep the fraction of 8/27ths, and I only have to change one of my fractions. How did I get from 9 to 27? We multiplied by 3, so 2 times 3 makes 6. When your signs are different, you have to subtract and keep the sign of the bigger absolute value. So our answer will be negative. We're going to keep that 27 there. And then 8 minus 6 makes 2. So our answer should be negative 2/27. If you guys have any questions at all about any of the problems that we did in section 1.5, please email me and let me know, and I will be more than happy to set up a time with you where I can answer those questions. I hope that this section went well for you, and again, I can't stress enough how important it is that you make sure that you understand, because we will be using order of operations from this point forward in this course. Thank you for watching, and contact me if need be. Thanks.